To make your application interactive with users, you need to enable user input in your application, and to do so, we need to work with forms. Forms are the integral part of any web application. Either you want to handle login functionality, or you want to have sign up functionality, or you want to enter some sensitive information. So in simple terms, we can say to perform any sort of data entry operation, we need form. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nisha Singla, and today's topic is going to be very important as I have got lots of comment and messages to create this video. So watch this video till the end, and if you are new to my channel, so don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you can get notified for all my upcoming videos. So let's start with the session. Angular provides two different approaches to handle user input through form, and that is reactive forms and template driven form. Both captures user input event from the view, validate the user input, create a form model, and provide a way to track the changes. So in this tutorial, we are going to take a high level overview of both approaches, and we are going to see the similarities and the differences between the both approach, so that you can decide which type of form work best for your requirement. So as I told you, Angular has two type of form. The first one is template driven form or TDF, and the second type is reactive form, or we also call it as model driven form. So now let's discuss the difference one by one. So let's start with the template driven form. In template driven form, we write logic, validation, control, etc. in the template of your code. It means in the HTML file. So the template is responsible for setting up the form, the validation, control group, etc. Template driven forms are very similar to form in AngularJS. So someone who has worked with form in AngularJS will be very familiar with this approach to working with forms. Template driven form rely completely on directives to implement the validations. So just to make it more clear, template driven forms are useful where you have very basic and simple form requirement, like to create a simple sign up form with minimum validation. If I talk about scalability, they are not as much scalable as compared to reactive form. And template driven form use asynchronous data flow between the view and the data model. We need to specify which type of form your code is using by importing a module, and to activate the TDF or template driven form in your code, you need to import forms module. Template driven form use ng model directive to bind our input value to the field in our component. Template driven form use an implicit and mutable approach to manage the state of the form at a given point of time. So instead of returning a new state, it returns the same state with updated value. What is mutable and immutable? I have already created a separate video on that. If you have confusion between this approach, please take a look. I will provide the link in the description as well. And the last point here is the template driven form are not so easy to test. As we are using mutable approach, so the state is not predictable. So to test the template driven form is also not that much easy. Now keeping all these points, let's compare how reactive form handles the same thing. So if I talk about reactive form, it follows a model driven approach to handle the form input, whose value can change over the time, and that's the reason we also call as model driven form. In reactive form, templates are not used to handle the logic. Instead, we write the logic, validation, control, etc. in the component class. Unlike in TDF, we handle everything in the template. Reactive form use functions instead of directive to implement validation. Reactive forms are more scalable than template driven form. They provide direct access to the underlying form API and use synchronous data flow between the view and the data model, which makes creating large-scale form easier. To use reactive form in your code, you need to import reactive forms module. Reactive forms doesn't support two-way data binding, so it means to implement reactive form, we don't use ng model directive. Next important difference is reactive form use an explicit and immutable approach to manage the state of the form at a given point of time. So when we change the form state, It returns a new state which manages the integrity of the model between the changes. And because of this, reactive form are quite easy to test because they ensure consistent and predictable data when requested. So these are the differences between template driven form and reactive form. When you use template driven form or reactive form, they have some common foundation and they share the underlying building blocks. The only difference comes the way you create and manage your form control. So both kind of forms share the following building blocks like form control, form group, form array and control value accessor. So we are going to use these classes in both. The only difference is the way we are going to use that. As of now it will not make that much sense, but try to understand the concept, and when I will show you the demo it will make more sense. So if I talk about form control is a class which enables validation in Angular. So for each input field, an instance of this class get created. These instances will help us to check the value of the field and see if it is touched, untouched, dirty, pristine. It's helpful to handle each input field and allow you to know what value is entered for each field, whether it is valid or not. So we can say form control represent each form element. Now if I talk about form group class represent a group of control. A form can have multiple group controls. Form group returns true if all the controls are valid, otherwise it returns all the validation errors. Similar to form group, we have form array. So we can group form control in Angular forms in two ways. One is using form group and the other one is form array. The difference is how they implement it. In form group, controls become a property of a form group and each control is represented as key value pair. While in form array, the control become a part of array. So the form array allows us to add control dynamically to the reactive form. So if you want to handle dynamic form, there you will use form array to group your controls. Control value accessor, it basically create a bridge between your Angular form control instance with native DOM elements. So these are the few classes which are quite common between both forms. So now just to conclude the both approaches, so we can say if you have complex form which require lots of validation or maybe have dynamic controls and you want to keep scalability in mind, there you can use reactive form. But if your project handles very simple form which don't contain that much of complexity, in that case you don't need to go with reactive form. There, if you found that your form having very minimum validation, if you realize directives are enough to handle all the logic and you have a very simple form, there you can use template driven form. So this is all for today. I hope you get an idea how Angular handles the form and what the difference is between the template driven form and the model driven form with some common foundation classes. So in my next video, we are going to take a look on template driven form and we are going to create a form where we will be handling the form with the help of template driven form approach. So stay connected and I will see you in my next video. Till then, keep learning.